It's
What was
time.
Sean's last name? It's time.
Sean. It's
Sean Hunter?
Vader time. Yeah, Sean Hunter.
Sorry, I just messed that up for you a lot.
Well, we're live. Sean Hunter, shout out Boy Meets World. Anybody who loves Boy Meets World out there? We did as kids. How's it going?
It's going, man. How are you?
Doing all right.
Dave, what about you?
I'm recovering from the outbreak.
Ooh.
Oh.
Did you get the antibodies?
No, the government's holding them hostage.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. You're probably going to die by tomorrow.
Well, welcome to the Movie Podium. We're a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch. And at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of like a book club.
But for movies. But for movies.
We're on our fourth week
movies.
of our Disasterary month. And just try and remain calm. That's the generic tagline Outbreak got. And without further ado, we present our next movie.
In a remote African jungle, a small monkey is captured. The animal carries a deadly virus.
All right, let's cheers. Hit that intro.
Cheers. Here we go.
Nature's raging all its glory.
Man, that thing doesn't get old. What are we gonna do next month?
I don't think I'll make anything like that even touches that in my life ever again.
It's gonna be hard to top. Let's be honest.
Yeah. You started a robot there, Matt.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah.
Am I robotic?
You're starting a robot again. Oh no, not again.
No. Am I really?
Yeah.
Is it because I
You're
or am
I don't know.
I good?
You're still roboting a little
Roger.
bit. Roger. I mean, we can understand you and hear you,
Oh,
but it's getting like fuzzy.
It could be. Look, this could work in our favor for the audience.
Don't know how, but good.
We'll see.
Good. Yeah.
Well, I'm your host, Matt Scott.
Okay. Nope. Okay. I'm stopping it. Matt, you gotta log out and then log back in.
No. All right.
That's gonna be the protocol from now on. Whenever we start, Matt's gonna get through the intro. We're gonna roll the intro, and then he's gonna start roboting, and then he has to get off the platform and then get back on, and then he'll introduce everyone. Last time I just took it over. Here he is.
What'd I miss?
I was just talking about how this is the new format for the show. You get on, and then you robot after the intro, and then you have to reconnect.
Get another disc. Yeah, seriously. Well, I'm your
Everyone's
host.
gonna be patient until you get back.
Right. Well, yeah, hopefully. I'm your host, Matt Scott, when I'm here. And I'm with my dudes, Eric
Hello.
and Dave.
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Hi, Matt.
Hi. What are your initial thoughts on watching this? Because it was a little surreal in some cases, right?
Yeah, it's yep. I enjoyed it though. I liked it.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, it wasn't that yeah, there were sad moments, but like, it wasn't like super depressing. I mean, maybe because we've lived through one, it kind of gave you that chink in the arm, or gave you an armor, I guess. So there's no chink there. Like I was like kind of numb to it, maybe.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they'll get out of this.
Like they projected all the cases going across the country, and I was like, oh yeah, that's you got to watch out for that.
Yeah. Right. I mean, sometimes it was frightening, and you're like, and then sometimes like towards the end, you're like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's how that works. But it was kind of funny because like at the beginning, when he's like, oh, you can take off your mask, it's not airborne. And then for the next hour, when we saw that like somebody was coughing and it was getting on people, I'm thinking, bullshit, it's airborne. Like we've lived through this. They're wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta correct them. And then, of course, like 40 minutes later, he's like, oh, it's a strain that's mutated.
It's a new strain.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
It's like we're all experts since we've lived through it.
That's not likely.
This was probably my least favorite movie we watched so far for Disastuary.
Really? Over
Disaster.
Dante's Peak?
Yeah, I think I like Dante's Peak better than this.
They
Wow.
were supposed to put the town on alert in this movie as well as Dante's Peak.
Oh, that's right. They didn't.
This was
What
another
the name of
town on
the
alert.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? Chesapeake Bay or Chesapeake?
Cedar Creek.
Cedar
Cedar Creek,
Creek. Good,
California.
good call. Yep. Shout out to them.
Shout out to Cedar Creek. All my homies in Cedar Creek. Thank you for fighting that pandemic.
Good old Jimbo Scott stealing the monkey. All right. Well, before we get into the episode, we'd like to thank all our Patreon supporters who have been following us on our podcast journey. If you haven't checked it out, join our Patreon where you can get some casting credits and have access to our private Discord. We're also working on some other stuff, so be on the alert.
Oh, yeah. That's patreon.com/the Movie Podium. And thank you.
Put the podium on alert.
Put the podium,
Podium on
podium
alert.
on alert. Hey,
Hello,
John.
John.
Hello, John.
He's in the chat.
Oh, I'll give him this.
Hello, John.
That's it.
There we go. Yeah, that's what he earns when he's in the chat. But hello, John. I hope you watched Outbreak 8 times.
I bet he did 3. I'm gonna guess 3. I'm gonna guess that this was a light week
Yeah,
and that he only watched it 3 times. If he did watch
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, if he did, maybe he didn't. John, did you watch this? All right, ready for some random ass facts?
Ooh, yes.
That's what I feel like from that. Well, nice salute after that.
Are you saluting to Morgan Freeman?
Yeah,
That's General Ford to you.
General Ford. So this movie has the same IMDb score as Twister at 6.6.
Okay, Matt, hold on.
Six.
Hold on. You're roboting again.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Dave, you can hear it too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
don't
Yeah,
know.
you're still roboting, my dude.
All
You
right,
want to
time
try the? Okay.
Timing.
Start the timer.
On your marks, get set, go.
You'd think that. I don't know. I think he said on your marks, get set, go.
He said, just go on without me.
Just go. Find the antibodies. Find patient 0.
I can't get through this.
You'd
How
think
fast was
that that was pretty fast. But maybe
was
you want to
fine.
like run an
For
Ethernet cable.
Hour and a half. We've been sitting here waiting for you to get back.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, look at that down at the bottom. Does Dorothy Podium for machines with given names and movies?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I think that yes, she did.
yeah, I think so. All right. Well, back to my point about somehow this had the same IMDb score as Twister. Can you believe that? I think Twister's a much better movie.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. This actually has a decimal point higher than Twister at 6.6.
This is a higher than Twister.
Higher than Twister
what?
and Day After Tomorrow. 6.6.
At what?
Or minus 0.6 Thor.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I would
I don't
probably say that I like Twister better.
same.
But I think they're on the same sort of level.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, first fact, actual fact.
Okay.
Wanted to point out that this was directed by Wolfgang Peterson, who, unlike our boy last week, Roland Emmerich, who makes the same movie over and over again, like 2012, whatever else he made that were all the same.
Day After Tomorrow?
Yeah, Day After Tomorrow. This guy has a pretty wide range. He's done serious movies such as Air Force One, this movie, Das Boot, and also The Never-Ending Story.
Well,
What?
that is...
What a weird catalog.
Yep.
What?
I hate that movie.
But you love the song, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love the Newfound Glory version of that song.
I mean, that's the song or that's the version to listen to.
Yeah, 100%. All right, well,
Or
this
no
is a
version.
pretty funny one. Well, funny's relative. Apparently, the bomb that explodes in the
Just
ocean
starting off funny.
yeah, was originally scripted to explode over the town, but and just completely destroying the town. However, after test screenings, it was clear that the town should be saved, and so they decided to drop it in the ocean instead.
So it originally ended with them being like, "Hey, Dustin Hoffman, get out of our way. We're gonna bomb this town."
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I don't think I would have liked that as much as I
No,
did.
definitely not. Yeah, glad that test screenings do happen and change movies most of the time for the better.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Like Rachel Phelps being some hero in Major League where she's like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh, I was just kidding. Like I meant to do that so your team was or our team was good." Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is more of a serious one. When investigating the village in Zaire, several huts are burned down. This is sadly a tradition that tribes use for controlling the spread of an infection in many parts of the world. It's pretty messed up. They actually leave food and water outside of the huts, and the occupants can't leave. If it's been several days and the supplies is still there, then they burn the dwelling down.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's pretty morbid.
sad world. I know. Pretty sad world we live in, but it is reality in some places.
Yeah.
All
Thanks
right,
for bringing
a
the
little-
mood down, Matt. Jeez.
I was gonna say, let me bring it back up.
Yeah.
And then this was the bummer podium.
It's the movie Podium.
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 So, as I mentioned, Wolfgang Peterson did Air Force One. What was original casting for Sam Daniels was Harrison Ford.
Okay.
Not bad.
I mean, yeah, like it would have worked, I'm sure.
Yeah, which
It might have been a little bit. It might have been better.
I
like
thought Dustin Hoffman did well.
with what he had. Yeah, but I think when he's in his best, he's not like this character, like at least the second half of this movie character.
Yeah.
That's more Harrison Ford.
Yeah, that's true.
The other funny part about that is Dustin Hoffman was originally supposed to be Harrison Ford's character in Blade Runner.
Okay. I still haven't seen that first one.
Oh, it's so good.
Or yeah, I haven't seen that. They made
Yeah,
they
yeah,
no, they remade
They
another one,
remade
right?
it.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
Or
not a remake. It's
sequel.
a sequel.
Yeah.
But I actually haven't seen the sequel. First one, though, amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Question time.
Okay.
Favorite thing about the movie? What do you got, Dave?
The premise, the idea that it had already been found in the 60s. They held on to it, made a weapon out of it, and then thought they had eradicated it to only use it whenever they wanted, and then it resurfaces again. That was really
Yeah.
the only thing that I really liked about the movie.
Nice.
I mean that's interesting. I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
I said anytime they were in the yellow suits, like whether it be in the lab or out in the field, because I don't know, it felt suspenseful because they're just in like these, like they have barely any protection from this
Yeah.
super deadly virus,
Yeah,
as we see a couple
definitely.
times.
And there's a few times where you hold your breath, like when she has the cut through the gloves.
Yeah, yeah,
And when Kevin Spacey's suit comes
Yes.
off. And it's kind of funny because every time something like that happens, it ends up being bad. But in some movies,
Yeah.
there's like, oh, he's okay, but you're wondering if he's going to be okay.
uh-huh.
And they did that in this movie in other aspects, but they didn't do it with the suits. Like, they didn't mess around with
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
The only time, the only time that it worked out in their favor was Major Salt whenever he threw up in his mask
Yeah.
in the village.
Oh,
And
that's right.
and they
It wasn't
freaked out
airborne.
whenever
Oh,
he
it's
pulled his,
airborne. Oh,
his
yeah,
hood off.
you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Good point. My favorite thing is kind of what Dave was saying, and just from a conceptual standpoint, and I think it starts out really strong. Like I like the beginning, as Dave mentioned, like learning about this disease or this virus that somebody's concocted, or we didn't know it was concocted, but it was pretty odd that only certain people were getting it, and it kind of made sense. And then it got bombed, and you're like, okay, something's up. But I also like right after that when you go into the credits and how the different levels of the virus is being integrated into the credits. So like there's no time wasted. So as you're kind of just sitting there, you're learning about something. So it's a little bit of an information dump, but in a really easy to take in way.
Yeah.
And then the second half happened, which least favorite thing about the movie. And I'll go first. So
Go
the
for it.
second half is the least favorite thing about the movie. There's just too many bizarre things that happen, like the military twist, making about biowarfare is fine, but it kind of started to get ridiculous after a while. And then also the worst part, in my opinion, is Cuba Gooding and Dustin Hoffman just flying around in a helicopter like they're Rambo, and just like, oh well, let's park it here. There's just a lot of things in the second half
It
of
was
the movie
like
that just
GTA.
don't add up. Yeah, it did feel like GTA.
It was GTA.
Which would have been a cool movie, but this wasn't a GTA movie. This is a movie about a virus. Like, it just felt like it stretched too thin towards the end of the movie. Like, I compared it to Contagion, which is the title of this, and how we got the two voted, or we tried to put up a poll between the two.
Yeah.
And comparing it to Contagion, which is about a virus, and it really is, it stays on par with the rest of the movie. Like it's when you're watching that, you know what to expect. This was almost the opposite, and not in a good way, at least for me. Dave, what was your least favorite thing?
I mean, that I didn't like Morgan Freeman playing some sort of villain in a movie. It just felt
Yeah.
It's weird.
It
Yeah.
was.
and then I just the putting this scenario of a divorced couple's like love reigniting during
Yeah.
this crisis just seemed really weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's another one of my least favorite things is why did they get divorced? Like, their connection doesn't make sense. Why did they get divorced? Why are they together? Like, none of that. I think in Twister, they did it a lot better, and that was pretty much the same exact storyline. Oh, they work together. They're working on this one disaster together, and now they're rekindling. I think Twister did a lot better of a job. I just didn't understand why they got divorced in the first place.
Yeah, you got no backstory behind any of
None.
it.
Yeah.
No, none. And then they're fighting over the dogs, but the fights aren't even that big of a fight. Like, I just didn't buy it.
The dogs just become forgotten about, and that really bummed me out.
Yeah.
I know.
But they didn't die.
No.
And this
they
is another movie where I had to Google, does the dog die in Outbreak? Google told me no. So I watched.
This is why Eric likes Disasteroids so much. All the dogs live.
The dogs live. The people die, but the dogs live.
Whatever.
Also, they just went and put that little girl in danger of getting
I
scratched
know.
by that.
Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
like that at
yeah.
all. Yeah, I was like, really? Like, the mom's worried about her getting shot. Rightfully so. However, I'm worried about the monkey just giving her the virus. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what's going to happen? Though
The
Dustin
monkey just
Hoffman.
turns on her. bites her.
Yeah, that was that whole scenario. Like, oh, and then he magically hits him, the monkey, with the bullet. I'm like, with the tranquilizer.
Yeah.
Come on, that's so unrealistic. Yeah, Outbreak said, "Fuck them kids." Seriously, that one shot at the beginning when the two African parents are deceased and the boys
Oh
crying.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the one that
oh, that bummed me out. So
Yeah.
hard.
that was
Throw up.
Yeah, that
like
first scene.
You didn't have to pull that curtain back like that.
I know. I was like, I got it. I get it. Like, just throw some.
I know
old
what's
people,
gonna happen.
You know? Right. Long live the dogs. Eric, what was your least favorite thing?
Fucking old Donnie McClintock. That guy's a fucking asshole. Trying to
Donnie.
kill people
Yeah.
all willy-nilly because he wants his fucking bioweapon. Manipulating Morgan Freeman into being a bad guy.
Yeah,
He
that
does
was
have a
weird.
change of heart, though.
Take a hike. Well, yeah, Morgan Freeman does.
The other guy, nah. But Donald Sutherland does play a good bad guy.
Yes, he does.
I mean, he plays the same role, but he does it well.
Yeah.
Next category, favorite song, moment, or score scene?
We skipped.
We skipped who won the movie.
Yeah, but we'll go back to that.
We'll go back because this is gonna be short. I think Disaster has been rough for this category. I had nothing.
Yeah, I didn't have any.
I had a specific scene when Morgan
there we
Freeman is walking down a hall and he goes over to the metal safe where the E1101 was stored.
Yeah.
When he was walking down that hall, the music sounded like a ripoff of James Bond. Like a really slow rip-off of James Bond, and I thought that was cool.
Nice. I feel like you've heard the James Bond in a few movies that we've done.
Yeah, probably.
I wish somebody that was listening to a bunch of episodes would be like, "Oh, Eric thinks another movie sounds like James Bond."
Yeah,
I swear, but I can't remember what it was. Or anything like
maybe
that.
Just get Kevin to do it since he can't make it to the podcast.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Next category, we'll reverse. Who won the movie? By the way, I love that we can have the clips or the questions up there.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody watching likes that. John has, I hope someone shouts out to Donald Sutherland later for your podium. Big Don. Dave, who won the movie?
I put Sam Daniels. The just most generic answer that
Yeah.
you can put down.
I mean, yeah, 100%, right?
I mean, he got his ex-wife back. He stopped the virus.
Yeah, he took off his fucking mask in in the contaminated area.
He broke so many laws and just got away with it.
Yeah.
He got to play GTA in real life.
He just fucking flew around. He just got chauffeured by Major Salt in the helicopter wherever they wanted to go.
Yeah, that was my answer too. I mean, the only thing I'd add was that he saved the town as well and saved the Earth, maybe. Like
He put the town on alert and then he saved it.
Yep.
He did everything. MVP. Eric, did you have anything else to
That's
add?
funny you said that because I said Cuba Gooding Jr., his character, Major Salt, won because he seems like the MVP. He's the one that was flying the helicopter. He was the one that was backing fucking Sam up and actually doing all the stuff. He shot the monkey with the tranquilizer.
Oh, very good. Very good call. Very good call. Yep. Yeah. He also saved his marriage, that being Daniels.
Yeah.
Strong case for Cuba, though. I like it. Maybe even Morgan Freeman because he face turned.
No.
Opposite of a heel turn, but
too little,
not
too
strong
late.
enough. Yeah, fair. Yeah, the damage had been done. Now he goes to jail. So
Yeah.
the end. Let's do the blind rankings.
Ooh, blind rankings. Okay. So, to our audio listeners, this is the blind ranking section of the show. Producer Kelly has come up with a category, and she's given us 6 different items or characters or options to rank. And we have to rank them 1 to 6 without knowing what any of them are. And 1 being the best, 6 being the least best. So we're gonna number our paper from 1 to 6.
Woo.
And we're gonna like talk as we go along. So
Let's do it.
if you're watching, please share yours as well in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely. Throw out your numbers. The video's changed a little bit, so I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's changed a little.
Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
I like this a lot.
Oh.
Okay.
Magnificent
movie monkeys.
Oh,
What?
man. Nice.
Okay, Kelly, what in the world?
Oh, we got King Louie from the Jungle Book.
Okay.
Trying to think of my monkeys here.
I don't know. I put it number 2. King Louis at number 2.
I got King Louie at number 3.
Okay.
I think he's strong. I'm not sure what else is out there.
Yeah.
But he's a pretty cool character.
Okay, we got 2, 3, and 4. I like this music a lot.
Oh, the music's hilarious. Oh,
George from Curious George. Okay.
Okay. He's silly. He's wacky.
I'm gonna put George at number 5.
I'm gonna agree.
You got him at number 3. Okay.
I got
Matt
George
and I have him at number 5.
Yeah, 5. Oh, Cody says number 1 monkey is obviously Caesar. I would think Caesar should be up there if he's on here on this list. Oh, I didn't know any.
Nico.
One of the flying monkeys. I didn't
flying
know any,
monkey. Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know they had names.
I didn't know any of them had names.
I'm gonna go 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 4.
I didn't know he had a name, so he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't rank high. Oh, is that an iPad? Fancy.
Yeah.
I should start doing that. I have an iPad.
Dave's got
I
all
should
the
be
tech.
doing-
Tech Dave.
Oh,
Rafiki. Oh,
So many of these are animated.
dang it.
I'm holding out hope for Caesar. Rafiki at 2.
Yeah,
I like
Rafiki is 2
He's-
for me.
I have
He's
Rafiki at
hilarious.
3.
Nice. He's hilarious.
Okay, I got 1 and 6 left.
I got 1 and 4. 1 left is always dangerous.
Julie says Rafiki number 1.
Ooh,
King
Kong.
Kong.
I mean, he's the most.
Put King Kong at number 1.
Yeah, I
Yep.
agree.
King Kong.
He is the most famous monkey. I mean, let's be honest, or gorilla, or whatever you want to call it, but he's number 1. I mean, from a movie standpoint, he's the most well known.
Cody says Rafiki higher than John.
Oh my God, you're so right. Rafiki is always high. I should put that together. And Caesar.
Caesar.
Oh, I should have.
Dang, I got Caesar kind of low, but
I love Caesar, but he's probably number 2 if I would have known.
I got Caesar number 6.
Oh, that's rough. I have him at 4.
I had him at 5.
Ooh, okay.
Dang. I kind of like mine, though. I might have switched Caesar and King Louis, 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he's
would
got
switch
such a cool
Caesar and
character
George.
arc. Yeah. He's got
No
such a
Dunstan.
cool character arc.
Julie says no Dunstan from Dunstan checks in.
Dunstan.
Well, hang on. So
Is it?
with that, I also did a top 5.
Oh my
No
gosh.
way. Let's see it. All right.
All right. So, outside looking in.
Wait,
is-
what's the subject? Is it monkeys?
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
you
it's
gotta-
monkeys in movies.
Okay.
So let's see how it does. Oh my God, that's awesome. Let's see how
So
it does
the
versus your
Monkey from
rankings.
Outbreak does not make my list.
Of course
Oh, that's a bummer.
Outside looking in is Ed from
Oh,
that baseball movie,
that
Matt.
team, yeah, that movie's so bad. That's hilarious.
So yeah, that's outside looking in. Number 5 is Dunstan checks in.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go, Julie.
Number 4 is George of the Jungle.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
The
Okay.
monkey in George of the Jungle.
Yeah. Well, so just movies with monkeys. in them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
it.
Number 3 is King Kong.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 2 is Mighty Joe Young,
What is that?
the Disney movie.
Disney movie
Okay.
about like monkeys. They're
I
like,
watched it a
yeah.
lot as a
I
kid.
mean, obviously.
And then number 1 is Planet of the Apes.
Nice.
Nice.
Remember Congo?
Yes. That's
That
with
was
Leo DiCaprio. Was he in it?
No.
Or no. I'm thinking of a different movie.
No, but I think it's a Michael Crichton book that was adapted into a movie. I think it was Michael Crichton, but it's a pretty brutal movie. Anyways, that's hilarious that we had 2 monkey lists. Thanks, Kelly. That was a good list though too.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, back to our questions. I believe we were on favorite line from the movie.
We were on Does This Movie Get Made Now?
Really? Is that really what comes after? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I got mine all swiped
Oh,
around
my.
here.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well,
You
Oh, no.
have started
Oh, did I froze?
roboting again.
am I good? What?
No, you're not.
Oh my God! What is going on?
I don't know. It's like always after I play a clip. So maybe we don't play clips anymore.
No.
It hasn't
All right, am I
happened
still
after
robotic?
every clip.
Yeah, it hasn't happened after every clip.
Yeah. Am I good?
No.
No.
Damn it. All right.
Make it quick, Matt.
BRB.
Okay. So, does this movie get made now, Dave? What do you think?
No, I don't think it does.
Really?
No.
I
I
s-
mean, not with the. I don't think it does with like the same premise
Yeah.
or anything like that.
With the same
But-
sort of story.
Maybe
Not
like
sure what's going
another, maybe something like closer to Contagion again.
Yeah.
Like that
Okay.
is.
They just remade this
just
movie in
remade this movie?
2020.
Did
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. All right, so I guess they do.
Yeah, my
So-
answer is yeah, for sure.
I said yes, but it would more likely be a documentary.
Oh, good answer.
Thanks. Also a remake. Of course they fucking remade it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God! Right?
Domo Origato, Mr. Romato.
That's not my setup. It's just my brain. Yeah, I said yes.
He's
for sure.
glitching.
Lots of
Yeah, I'm
rebooting.
glitching.
Yeah. Control Alt
just
Delete.
Yeah.
Latest software update.
Delete. Who is that? Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Great. What an awesome wrestler. All right, are we on favorite line of the movie now?
Now we are.
Cool, let's hit it. All right.
Real quick before, Kelly said,
What
did you
was-
mention what the blind rankings almost was?
Oh, am I roboting? Roboting?
No, you're good.
All right. Oh, wait. What? Totally. Oh no. Okay, I remember it now. So, she had the idea. This is pretty funny. The idea was, in this movie, obviously a virus spreads. What she was gonna do is the most or favorite spreads on bread or favorite spreads. So like peanut butter,
Well, peanut butter's number
cream
one.
cheese. Yeah,
Cream
peanut butter's
cheese is
number
good.
one.
It's up there, but peanut butter's number one for sure.
So that was going to be the idea. I like that. It wasn't necessarily movie related, but I did think
No.
it was hilarious.
I
Peanut
think
butter.
next time
I
you have
agree.
one of those ideas, you take it and you run with it.
Right. Yeah, I'd say peanut butter. Anybody want to drop a line? There aren't that many
Yeah.
amazing lines in this movie.
I will drop a line. I
I knew
said
John
I was
would like this. Sorry.
I said, Cuba Gooding Jr. said I was yanking and banking.
Yeah, I wrote down Yankin and Bacon.
And
That's a good one.
that struck me as very odd. That's all I had.
That's good. I liked when Dustin Hoffman says, Salt, fear gets a bad rap. I don't want anybody in my outfit that doesn't get scared. And then Cuba goes, then I'm your man, sir.
Yep.
Dave?
Put out an alert.
Next week, you're going to do put out an alert. And we're like, Dave, it's not in this movie.
Oh, there's no alerts in Waterworld. It's all run and gun, baby. We just shoot and go. Can't wait.
That's so fucking pumped on that.
Oh, Cody and I are gonna be watching that like 10 times. Oh, and John. Oh man, we're gonna have John next week for Waterworld too.
Oh.
Can't wait. I also wanted to point out the line
More like
in this
Bong Waterworld.
might drown you. I also wanted to point out
don't
the
drink
line. What?
I said, don't drink that.
Right. Might taste foul. The other line I wanted to drop was, if you think I'm lying, drop the bomb. If you think I'm crazy, drop the bomb. But don't drop the bomb just because you're following orders. It's like, yeah. Don't listen to whatever is. Don't. Yeah, listen to what other people tell you to.
But also, maybe if you think I'm crazy, still don't drop the bomb.
Yeah. It's just like, fuck you, don't tell me.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for.
I got you.
I want you to do me. All right. Next category.
What do we got?
Most rewatchable scene.
Ooh.
The AB thing at the top left is hilarious.
It's because it's like A-B repeat.
I know, I love it. Anybody want to throw out one first?
Let's see, what did I say?
I wrote down the opening scene where the plane comes in, wiping out the village.
Yeah, that was incredibly fucked.
Yeah, for sure. But it is a
'Cause
good
you see-
scene. It sets
yeah.
the tone.
You see those people come out of the buildings and they're like, oh, they're helping us. And then they get blown up.
I know, it's so messed
Just
up.
awful. What did I say? I said when Kevin Spacey's character started convulse and she pricked her finger with the needle.
Oh, yeah, that was intense.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, shit. And she's like,
Was
I've done this so many times.
Yeah.
Was that more intense, or was it more intense when Kevin Spacey's character was like falling asleep and he ripped open his suit and realized?
Oh,
that...
God. Yeah.
I think that was more intense.
I think so.
Yeah, it might have been.
Too. I had another intense one. It's funny. Most of the time, we don't have a rewatchable that's intense. But
Yeah.
This movie doesn't have a lot of humor, and that when it does, I'm not really laughing that hard. I don't know. It wasn't really. It didn't really hit. So mine is also an intense moment, and it's when Jimbo Scott. Shout out to the Scotts. When he starts
See
getting
you at next
sick.
family reunion.
Oh God, McDreamy.
Yeah.
When he
that's
starts
what I
getting,
thought that was.
yeah, when he's getting sick and he's on the plane, and you have the cookie moment where he takes the bite of the cookie, and then I'm holding my breath. I'm literally like freaking out. I'm like, oh shit, that kid's gonna eat the cookie.
Don't
I'm
eat
like,
that
no,
fucking cookie, kid.
Right. I'm like, please don't. And then luckily he doesn't. But then he gets off the plane, kisses his girlfriend. And I think the tone and the realization that things are about to spread is just a really cool scene. I mean, that whole the way it plays out is kind of again, the beginning of this movie is great. It does so well at setting the tone.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just goes in on a helicopter and flies away, and you're like, what the fuck's going on?
Goes on a joyride.
It's like Chris Farley and Black Sheep when he's up at he climbed the hill That's the first part, and then he trips and falls down the
all
hill.
the way down. That's exactly. Dang, I like that analogy. That's kind of this movie. We should have a category for that because I feel like there's a lot of movies that do so good at setting the table, and you're like, "Oh, I'm ready. What do you got for me?" Oh, that's really? Oh, we're just gonna take the monkey and magically make serum in an hour? No, 20 minutes.
It's
And
called
just
monkey
here.
juice.
Monkey juice, yeah. John says, things are about to spread like Vegemite. I don't think that's on my top 6 spreads.
I bet it's on John's.
That would
Yeah,
be in John's list. And it's John's
Jelly?
list, so
it is John's list.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's gonna be full of old people food and Vegemite.
Oh, boy.
Nutella.
Next category. Yeah, ooh, yeah, I like Nutella. Maybe less than peanut butter, though. I still go
Peanut butter's
butter.
number 1.
Yeah. Nutella might be 2, though.
You gotta take
You know
it
what
number
else you
2
could
after
do?
you eat it. What?
Oh, you know what else you could do? You could
What
spread alcohol on it. Most likely you'd be the off-screen drunk. I tried.
That was good. Yeah,
Oh,
you nailed it. You nailed
Oh,
it.
yeah. Nailed the landing. Dave, who's our off-screen drunk?
you always ask me when you know it's Kevin. Always Kevin.
I thought you were gonna say Morgan Freeman.
Huh?
I thought you were gonna say Morgan Freeman because he's been
That's
hiding
my
that
answer.
secret the whole time.
Oh my
Kevin.
God, that's my answer.
Yeah.
My second answer.
It'll always be Kevin until he stops drinking.
Yep. It'll always be Kevin.
Moment of silence for that one. I also said Morgan Freeman because, I mean, just like Eric said, he's got to live with all the military intel that he's just sitting with. I'm sure that weighs heavy on your conscience. And he doesn't, he's not an asshole like Donald Sutherland, who it probably doesn't sit on his conscience. So, yeah, I said Morgan Freeman's character.
Easy peasy. Easy as that peasy.
That's right. That easy.
That easy peasy.
Which next will be which character is Kevin when we cast our friends. Dave, we'll go back to you.
Who did I have? I only had one. I had Kevin as Casey.
Oh,
'Cause he's working,
oh yeah.
'cause
I can
he's
see
working so hard that
He's falling asleep.
falls asleep working.
that. That's exactly
Asleep
who I
with his
had.
boots on.
Just falls asleep thinking about work.
Don't put out with your boots, Ted. Yeah, I also had Kevin for that one.
I don't know. I couldn't picture John as anybody.
Oh, I have
guess
John.
if-
Yeah, I have John
Yeah,
too.
maybe I could see Eric as Major Salt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Could be.
Oh, that's a good one. Because he freaks out at the beginning and gets sick. I could see that.
I feel like I would probably definitely get sick.
Eric, who'd you
yeah, I'll
have?
go. So I actually had myself as Major Salt as well.
Oh,
I said
nice.
I'd be Salt because he's kind of like a jack of all trades, and I feel like I fall into that category. There's a lot of random knowledge and rabbit hole diving rolling around up here.
Nice.
So that's what I said. I said Dave is Sam because none of us have the gall to blatantly disregard orders from a manager and especially say respectfully fuck you. But I feel like if any of us did, it would be Dave. Dave's the closest.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's the closest to being a bad boy.
I'd
I'd say that's probably.
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably fair.
Matt, I said you were Robbie because you're the only person qualified to work in the federal government out of our group of friends.
That's maybe true as well. Other than I guess John does work for the government somehow.
That's city government though.
City.
Seedy.
Shout out, John.
This is federal.
John.
I said General Ford is Kevin because he's got to do things by the book. So Dave and I were thinking along the same lines, of course. And then I said John is the monkey, just walking around trying to find food, and
my God.
also he would definitely get got by that net trap. That's John's not getting out of that.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Put some Vegemite
Wow.
on it.
Just put a little cracker of a Vegemite down there. John's gonna come up,
That
pick it with both hands, and
if Kelly's still listening or watching, I want to know if that relish is gone. That just reminded me. I know who will eat the relish.
oh gosh,
It
John.
has to be John. Yeah.
John,
So-
do you eat relish?
Yeah, John, do you eat relish? And Kelly, do we still have it? So, backstory on this.
don't eat relish?
No. Do you?
Relish on a hot dog is good.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give it to you if we still have it. It's in a jar. So
Yeah.
backstory is
relish.
it's not old. My company sent it to me maybe about 2 weeks ago, and we we had all kinds of different stuff. Oh, she said it's pretty sure it's in the trash. Yeah, I guess we wouldn't keep it, but yeah. So like my company got me all these stuff for Christmas or whatever, and it was like 4 weeks late because they kept sending stuff to the wrong house. Anyways, we got all this stuff, and one of it was relish. So over the weekend, Kevin and Eric came up, and we're trying to pawn the relish, but nobody eats it.
John says he
said-
eats relish with relish.
I knew John would be the one to do that. I didn't know Dave. Okay, so we got a couple relish. Yeah, Kelly says, get that stuff out of here. Well, I guess we did. I love the John casting. I did not have that. So I had John as Jimbo Scott because, I don't know, it just seems like he'd be the one carrying a monkey around, like trying to sell it.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like John might, in that sense, John might be the dude on the boat that made friends with the monkey
yeah,
and took pictures
even
with them.
better. Oh my God, that's even better. That's pretty good. I had, let's see, I didn't write anything down, but I was thinking about it. Kevin, I did have him as Kevin Spacey's character.
Okay.
Eric, I had you as Sam Daniels, mainly because you cared about the dogs more than anything else.
Yep.
And then I also think you'd be really trying to find a way to make a cure or put things together like that.
Yeah.
So I think you would be pretty on top of it. Dave, I actually had assault because at first he might get sick or like freak out, but by the end he's flying you around in a helicopter.
Yeah. Dave, come pick me up in your helicopter.
Like, I feel like maybe initially it might give him the jitters, but Dave's going to be pretty reliable by the end of it. So
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. And I think that's all. I wanted to cast Cody as Donald Sutherland, but it's not really that big of a villain.
No, I mean,
Cody's
come
not that
on.
much. I was hoping in this movie there'd be more of a conspiracy theory. It was like, oh no, that's really what happened. The military did that. Like there was no
No conspiracy. That's just what
no,
they
the
did.
news didn't come out with it. Like it just, there's so many things it could have done better.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's only in the 6s. But yeah, I couldn't cast Cody as any conspirators.
It's still
so.
such a long movie too, without like a lot of explanation on things.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
I didn't
was
think it was
thinking,
that long.
damn.
It was
It was-
It didn't. Okay, it didn't
plus,
feel
yeah.
like that to me, but I think I took a break in the middle, so that's probably it.
I know. I was like, oh shit, it's 12:30. I better wrap this up. Let's go. Next category. Does this movie, or no, sorry, before we get to the movie podium, is this a podium movie for any
He's
of the
getting there.
top billed cast members? Lost my place.
It was a little shaky, but he just landed it on the runway.
That's a Spirit Airlines landing right there. You gotta pay for the good flights.
Yeah. Technically, you landed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, John's got a great idea. We should think of a
Ooh.
runtime metric like Thor.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, what's a movie that either feels really long, and so
Yeah.
it's like shorter than that. This
Okay.
movie was, I don't know what that is yet, but that's a good back burner idea. Also,
Yeah.
can't spell Vegemite without yuck, says Casey Jones.
Kelly says Cold Stone is
Oh.
greater than Relish, which I agree.
I'm that's just the yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that was another thing. We had to get Cold Stone over the weekend, and man, that definitely hit the spot.
So Matt was like, "Oh yeah, Kelly and I'll just split one. We're just gonna get the Love It size. That's the middle size."
Yeah,
And I was like,
gonna
"Matt,
split
are
one with
you
Kelly.
sure you just don't want one?" And Matt's like, "No, that's it. I'll split it with Kelly. It's fine. We'll split it." And then we got our ice cream and we got to the checkout. I paid
yeah.
for the two, and then Matt's like, "I wish I got my own." And I was like, "I'm right. We're right here. Just go get it, Matt."
So then I went and got my own ice cream. I'm a big boy.
You're a child.
I was just gonna be like, I just couldn't believe a medium was as small as it looked, and it didn't fill me out. Like, it was the right size. All right, so first person, Dustin Hoffman. I said no chance. He's got,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's got 2 Oscar wins for Kramer versus Kramer and Rain Man as best
Okay.
actor. So he's got 2 on top already. And there's a million movies that I can think of that I like better. But if I had to name one, it's probably The Graduate.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
It's a great movie. I think I watched it at your house, Eric.
Yeah, you did.
Fun movie. Dave, anything on that?
No, I had no across the board for everybody in this movie.
So did I, actually.
Yeah.
So
Same.
did I.
I didn't like dive into like anybody's top 3 movies for me or anything like that. I guess like
Yeah.
my favorite Dustin Hoffman movie is probably Rain Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rain Man's awesome.
awesome. And he won Best Actor. I mean, he's so
Yeah.
good in that. And I even like Meet the Parent, or what is it? No, he's in Meet the Fockers, which is
Yeah.
okay. I mean, so like even some of his later movies, but he plays such a good certain type of role as, like we're saying, action. I don't know if this is his
Yeah.
kind of role anyway, but it was in the beginning, and then kind of tails off.
Basically,
Wow.
Dave did not like this movie.
I
He
was
did
my
not.
least favorite of Disastuary so far.
That's crazy. Well, it's going to be. Next, we have Rene Russo. I just said no.
No.
I didn't take a deep dive on her, but I mean,
I immediately think of Lethal Weapon.
yeah,
Mhm.
Lethal Weapon, Major League.
Oh,
Find me
she's
one
in
more.
that romantic comedy Thomas Crown Affair.
Yeah, that's her.
It's a throwback
Oh.
to one of the episodes where Kevin said that Thomas Crown Affair was a romantic comedy.
Oh my god. Oh,
Like an
also,
idiot.
She's in. Oh, I lost it.
Tin Cup?
And it's gone. Oh no, you just said it. Tin Cup. Yeah,
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm glad. I think we watched enough movies on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 Cups. She's great in that. Morgan Freeman, hell no. Kevin Spacey, hell no. Cuba Gooding, even I'd probably take Snow Dogs over this. Not really, but no. But what's the movie where he's the diver? He's like the first African American Navy diver. Really, really good movie.
Not sure.
Underrated. I can't think of the name of it. Maybe somebody in the comments will pick it up. But
Yeah.
really underrated. He's also, of course, the guy who says, "Show me the money,"
Mm-hmm.
and Jerry Maguire.
Yeah. A Few Good Men.
That's not the movie I'm thinking, but he's also in A Few Good Men.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, Boys in
That's a
the
good
Hood.
one.
That's yeah, for sure. So nobody. I said nobody.
Yeah.
I didn't look up Patrick Dempsey, but I don't know. I'm guessing McDreamy's been in better movies than this too. What's
He's-
the something about there's some romance movies somebody can name, but yeah, I
Yeah.
said no for everybody.
It really is like a star-studded cast for
I know,
not
it's
being
stacked.
a good movie.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's
That's
stacked.
I didn't hate it as much as Dave did.
No, I didn't either.
I liked
but
it.
I didn't. Yeah, it was decent. I liked it better than Dante's Peak.
Yeah,
if
I
I'm
would
being
agree
honest.
with that.
But I think that might be.
Still,
I don't
should
know.
have watched Volcano. I'm not gonna get off this one.
I mean, by far the best cast, right?
Men of Honor.
Oh,
is,
thank you. Men of Honor. Great movie if you haven't seen it. He's so it's a really cool concept. I mean, he's the first Navy diver as African American. They're obviously not very nice to him being that time period, and he goes through hell, but it's such a like a pick me up kind of movie cuz he's so strong-willed, and it's a really cool. There's some really cool scenes in there. So if you haven't seen it, check out Men of Honor for a good Cuban movie.
and then put on
All right.
Outbreak again.
Don't put on Outbreak unless it's John.
Yeah.
How many times does John listen to the podcast if he watches the movie so many times?
He's like, we record these things?
Right.
He's
Right.
listening to it at 2x speed.
4 times.
He's like, you guys were talking so fast. I don't even know how I can keep up with you guys.
I would not recommend Radio if you are a Cuba Gooden fan. That is definitely his worst movie. But yeah, John walked out on it back in the day. Maid of Honor. That's the one I was thinking of. See, I'm glad that we had some people in the comments tonight. They're helping
Yeah.
us out here with the movies. Also, I'm not looking anything up, so this is blind. So, thank you guys. All right, last category. This week, our podium is, does this movie podium as one of the best virus-related movies of all time? Two things. Yes, Radio is Vegemite. I think we need to the theme of the night with the greater than sign coming out. That needs to be an equal sign.
Radio is Vegemite.
The other thing is, maybe I have a virus and that's why I keep glitching.
Maybe. Yeah.
The theme of the night. All right, Dave. Is this a virus-related movie that makes your podium? I have a feeling I can guess.
Fuck no, it doesn't. At
There
number
it is.
3 is Dawn of the Dead.
Nice.
Number 2 is Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
And-
that's got a virus in it? I haven't seen it.
Well, I thought it could be like any kind of like pandemic. Like
Okay. Yeah.
pandemic
Yes.
as
Yeah.
monkeys taking over the world.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. You're right. You got
I
me.
mean,
yeah,
they
well,
gave
wow.
them the brain power to do it.
Yeah, it's a virus in a different way, for sure.
Mhm.
Number 1's 28 Days Later.
Great movie.
Is that the
Nice.
first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it goes 28 days, 28 weeks. Is the
And then
second
years,
movie.
right?
They're supposed
there
to
a
do
third?
years.
I think they're.
They're,
Yeah,
I think they're making one. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Darn, Outbreak's not making anybody's unless Eric does. Eric, did it make yours?
It did not make mine.
Oh.
But if I went another way, I think it would. But number 3 is Hackers from the 90s.
Nice. That's different. All right.
Number 2 is Live Free or Die Hard because the dude was
yeah.
attacking with cyber attacks and viruses.
Was that Jack Black too? Wasn't it Jack Black that does that?
No, Justin Long's
No.
in that.
Justin Long. I can't remember who's the hacker though. I feel like Jack Black's not. He's not the hacker.
No.
I don't know.
no.
It's been a while. All right.
Kevin Smith is in that movie.
That's who I'm thinking of. There it is. Close.
And then number 1, they give the aliens a virus and then they blow the spaceship up in Independence Day.
That's awesome.
That's
Very well done.
Julie gave me the idea about computer viruses and I was like, I'm going to run with that.
I might have had a similar theme.
Okay.
I did leave out zombie movies, but I mean, there's so many good ones. As Dave mentioned, 28 Days Later is hard to top. Zombieland. I mean, any of those that had a virus. My number 3 is Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We
Yes.
We watched
Because
this
she
with the
is a
boys.
virus.
Well,
right?
So she's the virus in the first one.
Uh-huh.
He's the virus in the second one.
That's
So, I
right.
mean,
Okay.
Honestly, they're both amazing. I actually like I like the first one better than the second one.
Yeah.
So I could go with the first one, but in the second one, he becomes the virus
Yeah.
and breaks the internet.
You're right. Yeah.
It was a decade ago, but it's still super relevant. We actually just watched it like 3 nights ago because the boys had just watched Wreck-It Ralph like 4 times in a row. So then we watched Breaks the Internet. I'm like, oh, there's a virus.
Yeah.
My number 2 is The Matrix.
Okay. Yeah.
Agent Smith is debatably the virus. It's just an awesome movie in general. Like I said, I stayed away from zombie movies, so I kind of backed myself into a corner. So my number 1 is Contagion.
Contagion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's better than, definitely better than Outbreak. And from a virus standpoint, it's pretty scary how accurate it was in terms of not necessarily predicting the pandemic, but it did have a lot of relevancy.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to point out a couple quick things. So in Contagion, we see that a pig eats a piece of banana dropped by an infected bat. There's obviously a lot of speculation that a bat had to do with the origins of the coronavirus. Speculation, but there's the bat correlation.
Mhm.
Pretty weird, considering Contagion came out in like 2011, 2012, around that time. Pretty scary. The symptoms are pretty similar. You have the sore throats, pounding headaches, fevers. There were no seizures with COVID, so that was kind of off, but similar.
Mhm.
Both were respiratory, but I just like in Contagion that it was about a virus, and it was just a real movie. Like, it felt real, and maybe it was the timing that we watched it, but like they did such a good job of making a movie about it, and it was again before we kind of lived it, so it was weird seeing that, and it kind of proved that it was good. Well, watching Outbreak after living through a pandemic, it's like, holy shit, what the hell? Nobody's flying those helicopters around. Like, I mean,
Nobody's telling me to go back into my house at gunpoint.
yeah, it wasn't that ridiculous. There's bad things and there's ridiculous things. So
Yeah.
So that was my number 1, but all good lists, and I wasn't sure how that one was gonna go. So
Okay, I don't understand how neither of you picked Independence Day for number 1. They literally gave the aliens a virus, like a flu. Jeff
Yeah.
Goldblum said, we need to get them sick. We need to give them a virus.
When I think of
didn't even think
Independence
about
Day, I think of Welcome to Earth, Punch,
I think of
Or-
Matt saying,
or-
Jeff Goldblum.
or the
That's it.
or the speech. I guess.
Yeah,
the speech
I
is
guess
so
like
good.
the detail of them giving
I kind of
the
lost that
mothership a
detail.
virus. Like,
Yeah.
that just.
Well, I guess that just means we have to watch it again.
We should watch it again.
you gotta watch Waterworld.
That's true.
Can't
Tune
wait.
in next week when it's titled Matt Finally Gets Us to Watch Waterworld.
Hey, that might get a lot of views, just based
I
on
bet
that
it will.
title.
Yeah.
First time watching Waterworld, you could say for.
I think I've seen it
views.
before, but it's
Oh,
been a
really?
long time. I think so.
It's been a
Oh
while.
man, so you're in for a treat.
It's been a while.
Do we have the sound bite? Other movies, John mentioned Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Oh, Julie said that the Haunted Mansion she walked out on and will never look back. Yep.
Is that the
And-
Eddie Murphy movie?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely that version. And we have Casey Jones. World War Z is good. Yeah, I like that movie
Waterworld
too.
gets wet next week.
Oh my god!
Get ready to get
Oh,
wet with Waterworld.
Wait, that requires. Oh man, I haven't looked through the. Oh, I don't have to click on it more than once. Yeah, so next week for our podium, since we've, gone through Disastery, will be our top Disastery movies of all time. So be thinking, everybody who's listening.
Yeah.
Maybe one of your favorite movies will make our list. And also shout out your list to Instagram, YouTube, anything. Give us a shout out. We'll be posting about our last week, and I'm very excited for Waterworld. Can't believe Eric hasn't seen it in a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
it's always good when I just don't say anything because I'm looking for the clip.
Yeah, and we'll have John. Hopefully, Kevin will be on as well, and we'll get it.
Have a full house.
Yeah, I know. Let's do it. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to our show. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. Later, everybody.
I'm gonna roll the intro again.
Statuary, fury, nature's raging all its glory.